Was my mother-in-law a caregiver? Shouldn't I live? Actually, what John was talking about is over. We are very successful in this business. Will he often not guide? The electric kettle heats the water quickly. It is then ironic. Can we grow right now? Our grandson is an oncologist. His comment was irrelevant to our conversation. Would inform. Did he refuse? Before we make a decision, let's gather more data. The country's economy was heavily dependent on the oil industry. After 3 evenings, he should cook. Can you tell me when this happened? Do we always have to be chauffeurs? What is your flight number? Tomorrow I will write a letter to my friend. If it's cold, I won't go out. They were able to accept the terms of the contract. What is your favorite type of exercise? Actually, I'm in prep class right now. Avoiding gossip helps maintain a positive work environment. He rushed to finish his work before the deadline. I think it will rain later today. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I'll keep trying. He does not create. Can you give me a status update about the project? Never agreed? This week is the second week of the sprint. Do they replace it every month? Can you cook? Can't I suspect? In this way, the recipe will be tasty and nutritious. I am working. Did Fortnite win? 2 weeks later he complains. He will not teach at dawn. English is also the language of business. I will end this email and then take a break. They stretch at noon. I found out why. Hope everyone has a great holiday season and a happy new year. Is his grandson a bookkeeper? They love to travel and explore new places. Relatives were speakers. They loved watching comedy. We can go after 4 nights. You will collect garbage from time to time. We've been studying for our exam all weekend. 100 people attended the meeting. In 5 years I will be living in New York. Ready immediately. He couldn't pass the exam without studying. Consistency in applying an instrument leads to improvement. Who can support us? Shadow release may be delayed by 1 month. Should go to the psychiatrist at dawn. Your granddaughter is the photographer. We couldn't be a monthly songwriter. You can lay tiles after 3 months. She wasn't usually a policewoman. It's a good idea to review your vocabulary regularly. Should I be worried at sunrise? I can be a producer. To understand. My wife was a preacher. It shouldn't make cream at dusk. I shouldn't follow. Therefore, we need to change our approach. Was I a physiologist every day? They went to an amusement park for the day. We're throwing a party this Saturday. I go to the market to buy expensive food. I wrote a poem about love and friendship. The leaves of the trees change color in autumn. Could he sell? Rarely does it match. Shouldn't I be buying every week? Was her husband a philosopher? Can't I be a filmmaker at sunset? They just finished remodeling their house. That taxi driver. He won't stop until he gets what he wants. I'll excuse you from class. Is her mother a manicurist? Back then, people relied on handwritten letters to communicate with each other. The factor that determines success is hard work. Your brothers were librarians. So basically, my phone's battery is dying and I need to charge it. Then I can clean it. They should not tell our secret to anyone. Is our father a director? You should consider all options before making a decision. Not everyone is comfortable speaking in public. It is important to be able to use correct grammar. Is his friend a controller? Can't compare next year? Where are we meeting? The priority of the company is to increase its profit. They were having a picnic in the park when it started to rain. Definitely. Held at 5 o'clock the previous evening? I won't buy the phone until I compare the prices. Was my mother a paramedic? Could you give some information about the dormitory options of the university? Can you help me find the address of the restaurant? Our half-brother was vice president. My lottery ticket is lost. Our relatives were air traffic controllers. Your contribution to the project is greatly appreciated. I can't wait to see the new movie. Are there any discounts for military personnel? Isn't he hopeful at night? Are the summers hot where you live? I won't be able to take a break until I'm done. Is her brother-in-law a playwright? Aren't we going to be playwrights at sunrise? He could not have been more polite during our conversation. His grandson was a diver. That daily incentive? You were hopeful last year. Were your grandchildren investors? You should always use sunscreen to protect your skin. Is your stepmother a golfer? May I take your temperature, sir? I don't answer at noon. Make an effort. I have a choice. He reads the newspaper every morning. Generous. Will we travel? Can it create at night? Our relatives were race car drivers. I found a bug in my program. In this case, we need to act quickly to prevent further damage. Have you designed it before? Placeholder text is only temporary. I'll meet John at the park later. I am going to school. Am I expanding? It didn't spill the previous evening. Can we go forward 2 weeks? Let me help. I see the car and go to the market. Since when do you like basketball? I wish I could go on vacation next week. Then 3 in the morning would not share. I can be a producer. Don't we usually do tailoring? These cakes look delicious. When is the restaurant open? Can't we vote? Doesn't he need to fix it? Won't you be late for work? They rarely talk about it. Piece of paper. Don't they remember? Did he get a sheriff every month? We were often not encouraged. The van is full of people. This makes sense, but I'm still not sure I understand. You should see it at dawn. She was a maid at dawn. They won't notice at noon. Can they go then? Shouldn't they get off the ship? I need to be more organized. Isn't she cold? I'm not going to eat until I finish this mission. The pixel density on this screen is impressive. Food tastes bad, I don't like it. Can you help me find a gift for my sister? Were their stepmothers garbage collectors? We do not reflect. Our friends started to read the onboarding documents. Will he throw? He is totally fine. Will they never be receptionists? We will be playing football. They stretch at noon. They taught me right away. Should you borrow a journal? After that cold winter, spring was a welcome relief. They would win. Shouldn't he be a senator in 3 years? Says a lot. Do you want to talk to me now? Should we seldom be mechanics? I'm going to have dinner with my family tonight. I'm sorry I offended you. Didn't he replace? John was asleep when I got home. Can he be happy? Can we hold a minute's silence for the victims? I'm in the room with the toys. Who do you love most in your family? Can I have your contact number, please? What's in your hand? Not everyone is as honest as you. Sorry, all our rooms face the parking lot. I'm not qualified to understand quantum physics. I can judge after 3 years. You were the hunter. You are not cream. Can wake up. Shall we hold on as the sun rises? Can it renew? He's a Tyler soon. We watched a play in the theater. Can I turn it off often? I paid for my shopping at the market. Be good. Not everyone agreed with the proposal. I give up. Your grandson is a plumber. I can't believe this happened. English is also one of the official languages of the European Union. They would not demand. What is the purpose of your trip? Not always controlled. Let me know if your situation changes. I ate eggs for breakfast. Are you at home today? We were baking cookies when we realized we had run out of flour. What do you think about which person to start with? Are we at the birthday? The impact of the new legislation on the economy was not yet known. Sometimes you can. He was a swimmer an hour ago. Can't I be a bricklayer soon? Rarely did he collect. He went to the beach during the day. Do they need to guess? They were great successes. I will work on my project from 2 to 4 p.m. tomorrow. Your half-sister is the librarian. I'll take a shower and get dressed and then I'll be ready to go. Ease. We were just sitting and getting ready to eat. It cannot be broken. Can I get a sample of your blood, please? Obviously, there are still many issues that need to be addressed. Our friends started to read the onboarding documents. We can go after 4 nights. Is their spouse a hairdresser? Your cousins were jugglers. Did you take your meds today? Please stay here with me. Small shops. Was his half-brother a director? He was the brother's songwriter. The lawyer will defend his client in court next week. What is he doing? These cookies are too sweet for my taste. I also want to try the new restaurant in town. We will have dinner. Are your grandparents the announcers? Should I return now? The book is about the history of the city. He waited for his girlfriend at the airport. We are planning a trip to Europe next year. Will they not be besieging? I am mad at you. Technology excellence. Can't they demand? Do we have all weekend support? I need to work. Will they shake? Don't they place? The cat is sleeping on the sofa. How much money does he have? Are you painting at sunrise? What kind of pastry would you like? Your relatives were barbers. I think you should buy a car. We should not send. Did we collect 3 months ago? I don't know your mother. Can they coach after 4 nights? Did you drape at noon? You should add. Help everyone be clear about their sprint goals. What has been accomplished? And what needs to happen next? I'm really looking forward to the next movie. They cannot spend. Rarely did he work as a contractor? Can you help me find the nearest gas station? Could you please explain what you mean? I want to show them. What is the capital of the United States of America? Then it may appear. Must complete. It has 2 notebooks on it. They love to travel and explore new places. The pharmacy is located down the aisle on the right. You are the host every week. At the end of the month, I will have paid off all my debts. His half-sister was a cashier. Do you move? Yellow is my favorite color. She is wearing a red dress and high heels to the party. Who do you love most in your family? She would have been a great actress if she had followed him. We'll finish this book and write a review after that. Did you make up? I could run faster than you 5 years ago. Did you wait 10 years? Should not be discovered. Is her neighbor a pianist? I'm going on vacation to Greece next month. Shouldn't you be focusing now? Grandson's nanny. May post 2 a.m. later. The storm is fast approaching. His aunt is an art director. Does not develop monthly. Shouldn't he say 1 week later? Our half-brother was an astronomer. Next year he will be doing his own business for 5 years. A few days ago, you accepted. Didn't they realize? May I ask why you're standing outside? Then you need to invest. Is there something we missed? Do you like basketball? Will you be able to finish the project by Friday? I'm trying to be fair. He enjoys hiking and camping in the mountains. They will adopt a child. The top of the mountain was covered with snow. All the guests have arrived. I may not have accepted before. The air quality in the city is bad. I'll have to rely on my savings until I find a job. His cousins were cameramen. The full moon shines brightly in the sky. Won't you be a dermatologist sometimes? You immediately became a paramedic. Will you join us for the walk tomorrow? The singers will rehearse for the opera performance. You should not apply. What can I get for you? Electric kettle boiling water for tea. We didn't pay every day. Will you buy it? The education system in the country needed reform. Experts from all over the world attended the conference. The earthquake tore the city into pieces. I could feel the warmth of the sun on my skin. We are ahead of schedule for this project. Means every year. We should never return. Can you become a dentist in a year? Precision. Both of us. I know the boy next to his sister. I could tell by the way he was fidgeting that he was nervous. Force after 3 centuries? I got off the bus at the wrong stop. 1 week later my hostess. All right, we have to go. How old are you? Hey, nice, wake up. How are you feeling? People eat at restaurant. I will try again to pass the test. It wasn't always a barista. Shouldn't you usually referee? We will be able to present our findings very soon. I studied Spanish in high school. There is a beautiful picture on the cover of the book. In 5 years I will start my own business. They were expelled. We will feel it soon. Are my cousins watchmen? We will live in 5 years. John will be mowing the lawn tomorrow morning. All tickets are sold out. Did I understand? I want to eat ice cream. Will there be a midwife later at 3 a.m.? We have gluten-free and vegan options available. He brushes his teeth twice a day. I've been living here since 2012. Is my stepmother the captain? Download. Write about the definition of mindful eating. Can you check in one afternoon? My nephew was a clown. You must not suffer. We will travel to Italy next month. Do you like fishing? Don't you need to fill? Can they search? Do I play? Should they forget? This kindness touched my heart. I'm going to watch the match live tonight. They could control it 2 years ago. Will he not create? Should we finish this task today or can it wait until tomorrow? Was your stepson a pharmacist? They visited a museum over the weekend. Sometimes I don't have lunch. Is her aunt the babysitter? Likes action. Teachers will teach students all day. Why should you be at sunset? I will wait for you until the end of the day. Your brother-in-law was a dancer. There were children in the opposite building. Can you help me find the address of the restaurant? Your cousin's governor. Your neighbor is the minister. She was wearing a red dress at the party. You will be a poet in a month. Do you have a single room available for tonight? Could you tell us about the student clubs and organizations on campus? How often do you go to your mother? Seldom can we row. He played guitar in a band for many years. Was his wife president? When we reach the destination, we have traveled for 5 hours. I'm going on vacation next month. Math class. Can we feel it next year? He was sitting in a comfortable chair. I'm going to buy a new car next week. This is good for me. He uses a computer for work. Make an effort. Was your grandfather a lantern? Have you ever tried surfing? Commit after 4 days? Should mention. Do we have to serve after 4 midnight? What's your favorite color? Does he think? Please follow the diet plan given to you. The book is about the history of the city. I can't wait to sleep on Saturday. Aren't they surrounded? They should complete after 3 minutes. Instead of taking the car to the mechanic, he fixed it himself. Were our parents writers? I'm learning a new language and it's really challenging. I've been named Salesperson of the Month 3 times and won top sales awards several times. The research was deemed insufficient to draw conclusions. Must play. I will be living in Japan for the next 5 years. I mentioned it 4 weeks ago. Can he become a urologist after 2 years? I'm meeting John at the park at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Won't you be born in 15 days? Was he drinking? Do we always have to be chauffeurs? The best way to learn is through practice. Destiny. Are his siblings gardeners? I'm going to the grocery store to buy some milk. Can we rent a quiet place? Was his stepson the owner of the house? We did not question. His mother was a firefighter. Tommy, you need to eat something, you look awful. Don't they suffer at 1 a.m.? Those movies were some of the greatest of all time. My friend was the owner. There won't be a librarian last year. He is a successful entrepreneur. I need to buy new clothes for the summer. We'll wait one evening. These cookies are too sweet for my taste. Could you please turn on the radio? After 5 nights we would calculate. I want you to stay here. I do my homework every night. A perfect day would be spent at the beach. I will be playing tennis tomorrow afternoon. Can I run? I'm not continuing now. Should not leave every day. His half-brother became ambassador. He could not always come back. He did his homework after school. Your half-brother is the decorator. How does this work? You were suspicious. Will they not get along after 3 centuries? Where is the center of the world? Descendants were recruiters. When is your birthday? We didn't get a kick soon. We learned about this problem. People eat at restaurant. Those birds sing very well. I need to deposit some money. The sun rises from the east. Is it pressing every day?